Lisowski to break.
To decide who becomes the first man into the semi-finals. It's got to be said he made no impact at all really in those 3 frames. But I guess the only thing you can say psychologically is this is now the first chance Trump has to win the match. And sometimes the player who's come back, they do feel differently in the last frame.
Well, that was wayward. He threw his head up in the air as soon as he hit it. He knew it was not what he meant. It's that shot where if you get the pot, the cue ball comes up and down, misses the reds, goes to safety. It's not so important then. It's when you miss it, you need the cue ball to come back up and down. Went very wide into the bunch, and I don't know what he's left. I tell you, he's left nothing easy. You can feel the tension in here. We're not a full house now. We've got a good few in, but there's a real hush. People are enjoying this match.
Yeah, it's a venue that's seen many a thriller down the years in various tournaments. The Preston Guildhall, a lovely arena for snooker.
He said to be careful, didn't he? Because of course that red up the table, playing into bulk over further to the left with the cue ball, might have left it on. He got away with one there, Judd Trump, on that previous shot. That was also very wayward. I know it's difficult, but he was a mile away from the pot. As he got away with it again. Well, the red doesn't go into the bottom left. Whether it goes into the middle, I don't know. Doesn't go in there. Nothing. But Jack Lisowski has got to say to himself, I keep doing the right thing, keeping it tight. He hopes upon hope that a significant chance will eventually come his way. Can do no more than that shot. That's very well done. Keep the pressure on Judd Trump. Not only he, Lisowski, that's feeling it. They both are.
Well, they played 2 deciders before. Lisowski won them both for what it's worth. 6-5 overall to Trump on the head-to-head.
It's the most brilliant pot. Each of it went in, even though he's not got an easy shot himself from it. Still better off the pot going in than not going in, leaving Lisowski all these. He's got to find a way back up the table. This is, I tell you, this is quite difficult. Of course he can get to the black, but what on earth does he do with it?
Trump won.
I mean, you could never have to practice that shot. All the hours put in, you'd never think you're going to have to play a shot like that. But it's safe. Another head scratcher this time for Jack Lisowski. Well, Judd will look at this red to the right middle. Whether he plays it, I wouldn't like to say, because if he misses it, he's leaving plenty. If he could get the cue ball somewhere in the top right corner behind the green, near that corner pocket, that would be a great area to leave it. It'll put Lisowski in a lot of trouble, actually. Didn't go for the pot there. Not in the pocket.
Fault.
Wow, he looks to the
Lisowski
heavens.
4.
He played it across there, but not in the pocket. It's a big mistake to make, although he might feel a bit unlucky. Well, that reaction says it all. So the chance has come. He's got to avoid a red here.
One.
Surely he's not on the black, is he? What a big shot that would be. Well, I'll tell you that I can think of many a main tour player, as attacking as you like, will be looking to retreat up the table. This is really difficult. Well, I don't know. Well, it's easy afterwards, isn't it? But I can think Stephen Hendry, one of the most attacking players in the game. I'm not even sure whether he'd have gone for that. We can ask him later.
Well, what it means is it's out of Lisowski's hands. You saw him just slap the table, sitting down. Will he get back to the table? Is the question running through his mind.
One.
Saw a chance, but not easy, and of course high risk.
Three. Four.
Trump has looked very assured in the last 3 frames that he's won, dominating all of them. But this is where it really counts now, the last frame of the match.
Ten.
Yes, it's quite tight, actually, as to whether he's on that red. I think he might just have enough of it sticking out. Potting angle anyway. He's looked at it a lot. He could play a different red, but this is the one he really wants. Best route back up the table from it.
Eleven.
These two are really good pals, but they're not mates at the moment, I can tell you. That's how it has to be.
16.
Well, he's going to use a bit of cue power here. He's quite straight on this. Got to zip the cue ball up the table. Well, that's
17.
if it gets topside of the blue, it's a very good shot. This is proper snooker. It's where you get 40, you're pleased. You know, nothing straightforward. That's not great. Things have got more and more difficult in the last 2 or 3 shots in this break. The point where this next red is not more different to the black that Lisowski played. Less pressure on it.
23.
Because the cue ball's coming right away from it in the danger area. Well, he's on the red he wanted. He really did want to be on that one.
Yep.
Now, chance for the cue ball to be cleaned. I think he wants to just give himself a moment here, and that's not a bad idea, just to keep his composure. He's already had a look at getting on the black, but as you can see, he's got to get quite a long way across with the cue ball. And there's not a big angle on this red either.
$28.
Looks fine.
It's been a steely effort, this. He's only on 28. It feels like it should be more. Really knuckling down here, Judd Trump. I think it's been fascinating to follow his journey. When he first hit the scene, he was an all-out potter, very exciting, but his game has matured as he's matured as a person. He's now a great match player, great champion, and there's no doubt that something has definitely clicked as well this season.
36.
Wow, he used the pocket there, didn't he, to get the desired position on the black.
Yeah, there's just a new sort of steeliness about him, which can only serve him well on nights
43.
like this. He's ploughing on here, 39 in front.
Well, basically, Dave,
44.
he's completely retrieved position because he was in a lot of trouble. Normal breaks, and that kind of situation, they normally end. Shots get more and more difficult, but he's managed to get it all back.
Yeah, Lisowski, of course, took on that tough black.
51.
It was a big shot. It was a big choice. He backed himself, didn't get it. But even so, this break has not been straightforward from Trump.
52.
But it's starting to look more straightforward now. He's got them where he wants them to win this match. It would be a fine comeback, wouldn't it, from 5-2 down. Just underlining that steal I mentioned this season.
$59.
Yes, and if he goes on and wins the match at this visit, he's played a great season, but I tell you, this will be one of the better breaks he's made.
Well, he needs one more ball, and Lisowski will require snookers. It's a really brilliant break. Where's this pink, though? Where's this pink? He's okay. He's okay, and he's on the blue.
I think he leapt up in the air because he knew he'd basically done the job. This has been a fabulous break. He's always got that thing, hasn't he, with Trump, that all the things he's got. He's a brilliant break maker,
65.
he's a good safety player, good match player nowadays. But he can also make ridiculously unlikely breaks at the most important times. He's always had that about
66.
Very disappointing for Judd, who played so well in the early part of the match. Didn't really make much, though, in the 4 frames that came along,
71.
and already the waistcoat is sort of half being unbuttoned. He wants a speedy exit now.
72.
Got to salute the quality of this break, though, to win the match.
$78. $79.
So he survived a real scare, and the chance to do the treble in this Coral Series continues. He won the World Grand Prix and is into the semi-finals of this Players' Championship. Remember, if he does win all 3, he gets a bonus of 125,000, which would take his total winnings to $500,000 from the series.
88.
Well, you can see how he feels.
Yes, and of course he took on that black,
91.
didn't he, that if it goes in, he's the hero. Unfortunately, it was very difficult. He never threatened the pocket. Always
95.
unfortunate to see someone who's played such a big part in this tournament go out.
But what a way to finish. In the end, this break is going to be a century. Fantastic.
100.
Well, it's a marvellous break. It looked like it was going to end in about 30.
106.
It was ended with him winning the match.
Probably the break of the tournament so far, there, and it's put